Hello everybody, Ian Robson, and welcome back to Project Cars. Today we're racing a little Audi A1, and we're going to see how this goes. I haven't raced in a little bit here. This is a front-wheel drive car, so it's a little bit different than some of the other cars I've been racing lately, i.e. rally racing cars. And I wasn't very good with the front-wheel drive cars in the rally racing, so it should be kind of interesting to see how this one works out. So, whoa. There we go. Wow, they're getting a little crazy up there. Jeez, everybody went off the off the course. It looked like there. That is nuts. So we started in the 16th, just because we didn't qualify very well. Actually, we're in 12th. Never mind. I thought we were in 16th, but we're in 12th, which isn't too bad. This is one of my career races, so I don't know. I can't remember if we've actually raced. Oh, there you go. A little bit of a nudge for you there, Audi. So I don't know if we've actually done any of this particular race. Now, I think the Audi races are part of one of the DLCs, I want to say. I'm not sure about that. I'm pretty sure they are, though. I'm not 100% though. I'm just guessing, because I think it is. But it's been a while since I looked at what the DLCs include, so I picked up all the DLCs a while back in a Humble Bundle. It was a pretty sweet little Humble Bundle. It had, like, you know, all the Project Cars. I think it was a Bandai Namco Humble Bundle, which is the publisher of Project Cars, and some other games too. There we go. Nice. So we're in 10th place. Not too bad. We got 10 laps to go. It's a short course, so it's not too bad. Like, as long as we can, you know, stay on track and not spin out, we should be all right. Now, the funny thing is, front-wheel drive cars in this game are like completely different, or they feel like completely different than in rally racing. Just because what happens is, like, you just don't have the loose. You don't have, like, the loose gravel and whatnot. So, like, the way it pulls is a lot different. Whereas in rally racing, it's like if you put your foot down on a corner, you're gonna go straight into the wall, basically. Whereas with this, it'll pull more towards the direction of your steering, I find, at least. I'm not an expert, mind you. Apparently, I was 12 seconds faster. Let's see if we can't get past this guy here. Oh, that's a little quick. There we go. Nice. Whoa, really, buddy? Come on now. That was like a whole side swipe. Let's turn off that engine a little bit there. 0.2 seconds slower, unfortunately. But we're still in 7th. We're actually going up a couple of places now. 5 places, I think, to be exact. Which isn't too bad. Now, I do have the difficulty set, I think, on 60, 58, somewhere in that area. So not quite as an ace, but not quite as a beginner either. Somewhere in the middle, on the higher end of the middle, I would say. So it's not too bad. This guy's in my way. If he hadn't been there, I probably would have been able to. Oh, there we go. On the inside lane. Nice. Excellent. These cars don't look too bad, actually. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Anyways, it's an A1 Quattro is what it is. Oh, there's a button to look backwards. Well, guess not. Excellent, so that we went faster on that lap as well. Nice. The funny thing is, it's always about trying to maintain enough speed, not slowing down. Like, you have to slow down, obviously, but you have to slow down just enough so that you don't, you can make it through the turn without losing control, basically. I guess now that I'm racing with this car a little bit more, it does pull, but it doesn't seem to, like, take you in that direction in the same way, at least, as it does in rally racing. Because in rally racing, because it's all loose gravel, you put your foot down, and you have no grip for your direction, essentially. Let's box this guy out here on the inside so he doesn't get there. He was gonna go for it too. Nice. In 4th place now. It's actually kind of surprising, considering I started in 12th. I feel like I should double check the AI now. Although I'm pretty sure it's in the 50 area. So this is where we're gonna start to slow down soon. Keep the Steering wheel straight as possible. Oh, that's not good. Gonna hit the rumble strips there. We were in third for a second there, but I just didn't hold it in that turn. It's going a little bit too fast. Luckily we didn't lose too much time. Yeah, it does pull when you put your foot down, but not, it doesn't feel the same way. Like, it's hard to describe. I think it's just to do with traction. Just give him a little bump there. Oh, it's gonna give me a bump back apparently. There we go. Alright, it's a fight for third place apparently. Try and get him on the inside here. There we go. Nice. It's a clean pass too. No contact there, which is good. Honestly, I don't think you'd want to have any contact with this style of car. It's kind of a fancy car. I don't know if it's not really like a track car. It's more like just like a, I don't know if you can call this kind of car. Looks like a stock. Not a stock car, but just like an A1 stock. Like, it's what you get out of the box almost, maybe. I don't know how. They don't feel like they're super quick in comparison to some of the other cars. Like, they definitely have some sounds that make them sound quicker. Or they have some modifications, I should say, but it doesn't sound like, let's say, one of the GT cars, which sound a lot different and perform a lot different. There we go. That's the way that turn should be done. Excellent. Third place. We're actually not too far behind the guy in third place. Got our 4 laps to go. It's possible we could pull this off. I'm not sure, but with his, oh, he's actually not going that fast. Pull him up on the inside here. Give him a little scare. I think we're past him. Yeah, we totally are. Nice. Second place. This is good. Our lap times are increasing as well. Or decreasing, I should say, not increasing. The weird thing is, though, in rally racing versus this style of racing, like, I find in rally racing you touch the brakes a lot more. Whereas in this one you don't, it's not the same way. You don't need to hit your brakes or tap your brakes to actually help steer. At least I don't think so. I don't know. Usually it's about, you know, waiting to the last moment before braking, and that is where you kind of make or break your time. Really? I was able to get around that side? Okay, that's fine. I'll take it. He's in the rear view mirror now. But often, for both games, it's one of the biggest things you need to try to do, and for any racing game I suppose, is feathering the throttle, and I guess the brake to a certain extent as well. Like in this game, it's more, I find it's more about like jamming on the brake to slow down as fast as possible, to a certain extent, I'll say. That's not always that. But in Dirt Rally, it was more about like just touching the brakes every now and then, because you can't really slam on your brakes because you don't really have the traction to slow down, right? And you end up just sliding. You don't really stop. So that's kind of one of the bigger differences. So, but now that I've played some other racing games, other style of racing games, it's kind of curious to like compare them a little bit now. Now there is actually a Project Cars 2 coming out at some point, and there's actually Dirt 4 coming out at some point in June, I believe. So it should be kind of interesting to see how those games compare to predecessors, I guess. Project Cars 2, honestly, I don't know if they. The big change I would like to see, I guess, for Project Cars 2 would be the changing the way the AI functions a little bit, because they're really aggressive and they really don't like they can like slam into you and it doesn't do anything really. If you have damage turned on, like a lot of people turn damage off in Project Cars just because the AI is kind of aggressive and they'll take you out, and you would think they would get taken out as well, but they don't. So stuff like that. Oh, that was half a second slower. Whoa, not paying attention. That's what happens when you look at the screen and not look at the road, or I should say, looking at the numbers. And that's one of the reasons why in Dirt Rally, actually, I have the HUD to a minimal, just so I can try and listen to the co-driver better, because I find that when you have the information come up on the screen, like in Dirt Rally, they have like what type of turn it is, like if it's a like a 4 or a 3 or a 2 and a hard right or cute right, whatever. They actually have that information, and they have like little pictures associated with them. But I turned it off because I kept focusing on what was the little pictures and not necessarily on the road itself. So 2 seconds slower. That was a bad lap. The last 2 laps have actually been kind of terrible. A little bit of a slide there. And we're still managed to be in first somehow. I'm not sure, but I guess we're just being somewhat consistent. No, that was still slower. All right, whatever. We're still in first. I don't know how far away the guy in second is, but I can't even see him on my mini map anymore. So I'm assuming he's a few seconds behind me. Ooh, that was a little bit too sharp. There we go. Nice. Let's see. Let's get this last little lap done here. There we go. Let's see how we did here in this lap. Hopefully it's like 105. That's what I'm hoping for. Somewhere in that neck of the woods. No. 106. Alright, there we go. First place. That's pretty sweet, actually. Considering we started in 12th, I'm pretty surprised about that, actually. Nice. There we go. Track challenge. When it comes to the other, so these cars I don't mind doing, but the Audi R8, I'm terrible at that car. I don't know what it is. Congratulations, awarded bronze accolade for winning Audi Repugnant Track Challenge. Okay, cool. Let's just see what the AI is set at here. So there you go, 50. Well, that should be a bit higher actually than that. I don't know why. I must have been, when I was racing on multiplayer, must be the reason why. I think I have it set it to 55. Because 50 was just a little bit too easy, so there you go. Anyways, folks, that's it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed the episode of Project Cars, racing with the Audi A1. Interesting car to drive, that particular one at least. So, my name is Ian Robson. If you enjoyed, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more racing action. Catch you guys later.